So I'm here today speaking with Dean S. Lewis, and we are speaking on overcoming peripheral neuropathy. And Dean is such an inspiration for all of us because he overcame his own illness and he is writing a book and he has his own blog and website and all kinds of inspirational tips for us. So, Dean S. Lewis, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
And tell me, please, more what exactly are you working on right now?
Hey, Katrina. Yes. First of all, thank you so much for having me. And
Of course.
right now, I am just working on producing information for people with neuropathy. Giving them daily tips. I have done my ebook, which is Peripheral Neuropathy: 9 Simple Steps to Reduce a Pain, and I'm just
Mm-hmm.
providing information so that people can really know how to overcome alternatively other than taking drugs.
Yes.
Not that drugs do help, but they only mask the pain.
Uh-huh. And how did you develop neuropathy?
Well, my neuropathy came about in 1998. I took some antibiotics, which for regular people is
Mm-hmm.
fine, but I had I have a reaction to it, and that caused my organs to fail. So I had a critical illness where I laid in the ICU for 2 months dying, and I'm just lucky to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So critical illnesses can cause neuropathy, and that's how I developed mine.
Wow. So basically, antibiotics, they it's caused something in your body, like a reaction that made your system misfunction, and that what caused the neuropathy.
Yes, because
Wow.
yeah, I was in my body was basically all multi-organ failure.
Oh my
So
gosh.
yeah, every organ failed except my brain, thank heavens. My heart
Yeah.
stopped. My heart stopped.
Oh my goodness.
But
This is intense.
yeah, it was intense, and my parents were told, hey,
Hmm.
only a miracle can make him live,
Yeah.
and I did have a miracle.
Uh-huh. Wow. And how was it for you when you just developed that illness?
Well, you know what? I can recall from what I'm told because I don't remember a lot because I was in a medically induced coma. But what I do remember is that I never gave up hope.
Mm-hmm.
I never gave up hope. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fighter, so I never gave up hope, and I
Yeah.
trusted the doctors, and I have friends who are doctors, and I trusted that they would continue to support me.
Mm-hmm. And how long you were in coma?
I was in there for about a month, and then I awoke, and then after that I had the heart attack, the myocardial infarction. My
Oh
heart
my
stopped.
goodness.
So again, another 2 weeks I was under, and
Wow.
I regained consciousness.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow. So how are you doing right now?
Right now, I I have my neuropathy that I deal with, and I control it so much that it doesn't bother me. I work full time,
Mm-hmm.
and of course I do have a regimen that I follow to ensure that I stay in the sweet spot, you
Yes.
know.
And what are your
And
symptoms? You say you have it right now. What are the symptoms?
like for example, I'm speaking to you right now, and I can feel, in both legs and in my fingers, there's tingling,
Uh-huh.
but I remember when I just developed or experienced neuropathy,
Mm-hmm.
it was like a 10 plus.
Wow.
And now because of just my regimen that I follow, it's like a two, and sometimes I don't recognize it unless I start to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's good.
So
So you're feeling
yes,
much better.
yes, I feel much better, and it's work,
Mm-hmm.
but I know what I'm doing. I've done it so much that it becomes automatic that I'm able
Yeah.
to overcome it and really control how I feel and how I react to it.
Yeah. And you said that you're working full time. What kind of projects do you work on right now?
Full time, I'm a clinical analyst, so I work on a electronic health records database,
Uh-huh.
and I interact with physicians, nurses, and anyone in the nursing or medical field I
Mm-hmm.
interact with, and I implement their requests electronically on the database.
I see. Wow.
Yes,
And you also work on your book and also on you work with clients that wants to overcome neuropathy, right?
exactly, and I
Uh-huh.
do life coaching
Yeah.
also. So anyone with a chronic, chronic condition or who, just are stuck, I,
Mm-hmm.
I I help them get unstuck, and I inspire them from my own. I walked this. I walked the
Yeah.
talk. Yeah,
Exactly. Yes. Wow, that's so inspiring.
thank you.
Can you tell me briefly, like what daily do you do to feel better, to keep you in shape? What kinds of treatments or rituals?
Yes, for example, I get up most mornings at 5 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
So when I first get up, it's I practice gratitude.
Yeah.
I'm grateful to my Creator for I'm awake one more day, and basically, you know, after with neuropathy and you're sleeping, you wake up. For me, I experience numbness
Mm-hmm.
in my feet. It doesn't bother me, but I know from experience that my feet may be numb.
Yeah.
So what I do, I start to get my body to to feel. I literally say I feel my feet. I flex my feet.
Mm-hmm.
I tense my muscles. And I basically allow my body to wake up. In phases.
Mm-hmm.
So once that is done, I know it's taken a minute, or so. I get up and I step on the floor and I start walking. But then I go and I do some cardio on
Okay.
my cross trainer. I do stretches.
Mm-hmm.
I love push-ups. I do push-ups, and
Good.
and and normally that's a short workout, but that gets me going. And that what that does actually with the strength training that I incorporate too,
Mm-hmm.
it keeps my muscles strong.
Mm-hmm.
Be- because with peripheral neuropathy, there's some parts of the body that are not doesn't get the proper nerve innervations, nerve stimulation, so
Yeah.
the muscles can atrophy. You know,
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
yeah. So I do have like a slight atrophy on my left foot, but with strength training, I'm able to walk now without using a brace or a cane.
Mm-hmm. I see. And what did it inspire you to write your book?
Well, over the years, being what I went through, the different physicians or different
Yeah.
friends have said, listen, you are a miracle. You have to share what you do. And then I started going to peripheral neuropathy support groups, and I see the pain, I see the frustration,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would speak at these groups, and then I was told, like, listen, why don't you, just document what you have done, and
Mm-hmm.
hence that's why I've written the book, hence why I've become a life coach, just to help others to overcome and know that there's life beyond neuropathy, there's life beyond the pain.
Yes. Is your book ready or you still working on it?
Well, yeah, the ebook is ready.
Uh-huh.
It's currently on Amazon.com.
What is the
Uh,
title?
well, the title is Peripheral Neuropathy: 9 Simple Steps to Reduce the Pain.
Great. And you working also on the hard copy, right? Which will be released soon?
Yes, the hard copy will be released soon.
Uh-huh.
Actually, tomorrow morning I have a meeting with the team that we're gonna, just speak about the process and when exactly it will be ready. But I think in around basically a month to two, depends
Okay.
on how fast they work.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Yes.
Beautiful. So, did you have moments when you feel like you were about giving up?
Hey, listen, I tell you, everyone, even when you're perfectly fine, something will want to keep you down. And yes,
Yeah.
many times initially, you can the pain is there, and it was only peripheral neuropathy, yes, but there's all other skeletal pain that's there,
Mm-hmm.
and and these come exactly a lot of times when I don't follow my regimen. If I push it too much or I
Yeah.
don't get enough sleep, then the body feels a little run down. So those times I'm like, I
Mm-hmm.
can't do this. But then I remember who and what I signed up for. So I just
Mm-hmm.
go back to what I know works and I keep going.
Wow, that's so amazing, inspiring.
Yes.
And do you have some final thoughts for your clients, for your followers, some words of wisdom for people that are not just sick with neuropathy, but with any other chronic illness?
Yes. You know, one of the first things to do is become informed. You
Mm-hmm.
know about what condition you may have, um, and also once you know about it, you know ways. What can you do? There are many ways that you
Mm-hmm.
can overcome, whether it be eating healthy, exercising, getting massages, or alternative ways. And speak with your medical professional about the alternative ways and find ways to fuse both. If and
Mm-hmm.
then also it's don't be afraid to get help. Don't be afraid to speak to a friend. Hire a coach. That's what I did. Yeah, I hired a coach and then don't be afraid to do that. And
Yeah,
don't feel that there's something wrong with you. Listen, everyone has something to deal with, and
exactly.
and you can use that as your strength, and they can inspire other people by their response or the way they deal with what's going on.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel like your mindset helped you to recover?
Everything starts with the mind. My mindset
Yeah,
was super and continues to be super with this, because if I could share that, I couldn't walk. I had to learn
yeah,
how to walk, had to learn how to do everything over, and thank heavens I was able to remember. For example, one thing I did, I love to drive a stick shift,
yeah,
and I use my mind and saw myself moving my feet and driving and changing the gears, and I
yeah,
couldn't I couldn't move, but I did that as to to strengthen and reform those neural
mm-hmm.
pathways, which help to heal my body faster.
Wow.
The mind is quite
Mm-hmm. And
powerful.
what do you do to control pain or flare up?
To control pain or flare-ups, again, I use the mind.
Mind.
And also, people should understand you can use, some ibuprofen or something that works for you. See, I have gotten to the spot where I don't have to use that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I do walking meditation. I do, guided meditations. So
Wow.
whenever that starts, I'm able to go inside and really, I don't ignore the pain. I don't fight the pain. That's
Mm-hmm.
counterproductive. Actually feel what's going on, and feeling what's going on,
Wow.
I can refocus that energy,
Mm-hmm.
and that's how I do it. But I
Mm-hmm.
can. There's only a few times where I was like, "Ow, this maybe hurts too much," but I can't remember the last time I had to do that.
I see. So you don't take any painkillers right now. Only.
I don't do that anymore. I
Wow.
used to, but
Good
now
for
I
you.
don't. Yeah, it's so liberating, and
Yes.
but if someone has to, it's okay, because you need a little help to take the edge off. Fine, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but the mind is quite powerful, and people want to learn, I can show them how to do
Yeah.
that.
How can people get in touch with you? They want to learn how to get rid of neuropathy and other illnesses.
Well, they can reach out to me on Facebook. The fan page is Overcoming Neuropathy, or they can go to my website, which is www.livingwithperipheralneuropathy.com.
Okay,
Yes,
beautiful. And you offer private consultations and you have a lot of information on your website, right?
yes, it's there. And of course, how I live the way I live right now
Yes.
is they can look at in Amazon.com. Peripheral Neuropathy, 9 Simple Steps to Reduce the Pain.
Great, and we will post all the links down below, so make sure you guys check out Dean's Facebook fan page and Amazon book. And Dean, thank you so much for your time. And guys, just remember, nothing is incurable, so get empowered, get well.
What happens when we take responsibility for our own health? What happens when we bring body back into balance by treating the whole being, body, mind, and spirit?